Give it up one more time for the Sky Kids. My mom forgets my name. She calls me everybody else's name except for mine. First of all, I want to thank God for giving us this day that we could all be together and celebrate mothers today. Man, I just did this morning, and I'm like, I'm not going to get emotional again, but it's hard when you're speaking about someone you love so much. Alexis, the love of my life. How can I even begin to thank you for all the things you've done for our family? You're such an amazing friend, mother, wife, daughter, and most of all, my best friend. More than anything else, like I said, you're my best friend. I shouldn't have said that. When I'm down, you're the one to lift me up. Even when you don't realize it, your presence alone makes my day better. Enough about what makes me the luckiest guy on earth. Let's talk about how our children are blessed to have you as their mom. I've witnessed the great job you've done to continue to raise our kids. You show them how much you love them, as well as how life works. They know they won't get everything they ever wanted, but they always know that they'll get everything they ever needed. Besides food, water, and a roof over their heads, you try to give them the most important thing, and that's to show them that through God, they'll have everything that they need. I'm lucky to be able to call you my wife and my best friend, but the kids are blessed that God chose you to be their mother. The verses I chose to speak about you are Proverbs 31:31 is honor her for all her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. And also Proverbs 12:4, an excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but a wife who causes shame is like rottenness to his bones, and you are my crown. Here we go. PC told me to tell a story about how my wife leads our children and how much she loves them. So I was like, oh, that's too easy. There's so many of them. You know, I can just pick one story and get it over and done with. Man, that was the hardest thing I had to do. There's so many to choose from, I had to just narrow it down to one. So I'm going to tell you about how we started. Well, how the best chapters of our life have started. So here we go. There was a time where I wanted nothing to do with church, nothing to do with God. My faith in God was gone. I was the worst of my life with my wife, my marriage, my finances, my kids. Like I couldn't even do anything right, I felt. So my wife and I ended up being separated for 3 years. And then we started to rekindle our relationship. It was actually 5 years ago around Mother's Day. So she told me that, like when we started rekindling, she told me that she's following a path. And the path was with God. And if I wanted to be with her, I had to follow that path. So 5 years ago on Mother's Day, I surprised her and came into church. I wanted to show her I was serious. So she's the reason I'm here today. And she's the reason that I actually found God again. She continuously showed our kids that without Jesus, we're lost, we're nobody. She loved our kids, and she guided them when I couldn't. I couldn't because I couldn't even love myself enough to love them enough to show them. My wife is the most amazing mother I can ever think of. She'll put the kids' needs before her own, except when it comes to food, of course. But she'll always make sure that they have what they need. And that's one of the most reasons that I love her so much.
Happy Mother's Day, baby. I love you more.